It's TRIPPIE REDD versus TEKASHI69. They were once collaborators, and TRIPPIE actually helped get Tekashi signed to his label. But now the former friends have become bitter rivals, just like so many famous pairs who came before them. Jeezy and Gucci, Tupac and Biggie, and Magneto and Professor X. You can watch the Tekashi before they were famous to learn more about the TRIPPIE-Tekashi beef. But let me give you a quick update about what's gone down most recently. TRIPPIE REDD made a trip out to New York and later took to Instagram Live to claim that Tekashi and his crew jumped him at his hotel.
As soon as I walk in the building, hit right in my mouth, nigga. And then my niggas beat his niggas' asses and then they ran.
TRIPPIE would go on to tell Tekashi to stay out of LA and Atlanta. In a later stream, he claimed to have pulled up at Tekashi's mom's house with guns. He also accused Tekashi of using ghostwriters, and as he has done numerous times previously, he called Tekashi a rapist.
We don't support rapists. We don't support none of that.
As for Tekashi, he both denied jumping TRIPPIE and criticized him for snitching. He also put out a pretty sarcastic video response.
Yo, I don't know what's going on, but I feel really bad about it. Your chin is bruised up. I just want you to be my friend again.
Clearly there's a beef here that needs to be settled, so I'm gonna settle it the only way I know how. And that's with 3 brutal rounds in the famous Versus Octagon. My name is Michael McCrudden and this is TRIPPIE REDD versus TEKASHI69.
Round 1, fight!
Now I've covered both TEKASHI69 and TRIPPIE REDD before their famous videos. At the time of this recording, TRIPPIE REDD's video has gotten me a healthy 319,000 views, thank you very much, but my video on Tekashi drew in over 878,000. So for round 1, I'm gonna pay Tekashi back in kind by tipping the scale a little in his favor. So for round 1, I'm giving out a point for whoever has a crazier sense of style. Let's start by taking a look at their ink. Before you think TRIPPIE's got no chance here, let's take a look at this pic from his Instagram. I'm counting at least 23 visible tattoos just from this one picture, including 3 face tattoos. He's got XOXO written on his cheek in red, just above the tattoo that says Love Scars. That's of course the name of one of his popular songs, but believe it or not, that tat came first. His oldest tattoo is the 14 between his eyes. That's got multiple meanings, including the fact that he grew up on the 14th Street. Since then, he's gotten a ton of tattoos, including several 14s on his knuckles and arm, and a huge infinity symbol on his left hand. Infinity? Infinity. That's it. There's a lot of crazy tats, but Tekashi may just have him beat. He's got a huge neck piece of the number 69 with wings. He's got a spider web and a weird little face on his right cheek. On the left side of his face, he's got 69 written out 3 times in different fonts, and over on half of his face, number 6 and 9. That's a ton of face tattoos, but he's also got TRIPPIE beaten with repetitive number tattoos. While TRIPPIE seems to have 14 on each knuckle and again on his arm, Tekashi claims he has the number 69 tattooed on his body over 200 times. So Tekashi may be out-inking TRIPPIE, but what about less permanently styled choices? And remember, I'm not judging these guys on how good their style is, I'm judging them on how crazy it is. When it comes to clothes and accessories, TRIPPIE comes strong. Here he is rocking some pretty wild grills. Here he is with another set of grills, way too many chains, and even what appears to be chain mail. Here he is in entirely too much orange, and here he is with a pylon for a hat. Plus he's constantly dyeing his trademark dreads different colors, so what about Tekashi? Well, when it comes to hair colors, TRIPPIE may dye his hair often, but Tekashi likes to wear every color at the same time. And as wild as TRIPPIE's grills are, Tekashi is permanently tasting the rainbow. Here he is wearing too much red, too much blue, and too much black. Not surprising for a guy who claims to be down with both the Bloods and the Crips. Here he is wearing too many chains and also a dog. So far these have all been recent pictures, but before he was famous for his music, Tekashi made a name for himself for his outlandish style. Here he is wearing his infamous Pussy Eater outfit, then of course there was his STD shirt. Okay, so enough said, TRIPPIE's got a wild sense of style, but for better or worse, it pales in comparison to the fashion choices made by TEKASHI69. So round 1, which is a long one, it goes to him.
Round 2, fight!
Alright, in this round, let's be a little more fair and compare something straightforward that actually matters and that we can measure objectively, their social media stats. On Facebook, Tekashi's got a fan page with about 18,000 likes and 18,000 followers. It's called TEKASHI69. and there's an appropriate Scum Gang cover pic. But it's hard to tell whether this is an official fan page or not because it's not verified. TRIPPIE's got a verified page with about 96,000 likes and 100,000 followers. But this matchup might not be fair because I could have just as easily gone to his unofficial fan created page, TRIPPIE Red World, which has just a few hundred likes and followers. On Twitter, TRIPPIE Red has 93.7 thousand followers, whereas Tekashi's got just 3,000 followers. But once again, there's a little problem. Tekashi isn't verified, which could affect his numbers. So let's turn to a platform where both artists are verified, which both artists use all the time. I'm talking, of course, about Instagram. On that platform, Tekashi has a very impressive following of 668,000 followers. According to Social Blade, he's also growing at a rate of about 12,000 followers per day. This is very slightly faster than the growth of TRIPPIE's Instagram, which is 11,000 followers per day. But that tiny difference in growth rate is gonna take a real long time to pay off, since TRIPPIE Red nearly doubles Tekashi in total followers with 1.2 million. So despite the slight edge in Instagram growth rate, I gotta give this round to TRIPPIE Red.
Round 3, fight!
To settle this versus, let's talk about their careers overall. Since they're both young, up-and-coming rappers, the first thing you might want to check out is SoundCloud. On that platform, TRIPPIE's got 318,000 followers, and some of his songs, well, they have millions of plays. For example, Bust Down Love Scars 3, it's reached 10.9 million streams at the time of this recording. He's also got 10.3 on Romeo and Juliet, and 10.7 million on Polls. But of course, that song was a collab with Tekashi, so it's a wash. Tekashi reached similar numbers to TRIPPIE on SoundCloud with his song Gummo, which hit 10.7 million plays. That's pretty much the only one in that range, but give the guy a break. Not long ago, he stated that he didn't even have SoundCloud. He seems to have recently joined the platform as he now has a verified account on there. But he might be having some struggles since he also has a second verified account on SoundCloud. That's just weird. Tekashi's native platform is YouTube, and he really does do well on that platform. Though his channel, FCK Them, Tekashi has hit some big numbers. He got 2.5 million views on Helsing Station, 1.5 million on Yokai, and 22 million on Gummo. TRIPPIE has had tons of songs hitting above the million view range. He's even pulled in 10 million views for Romeo and Juliet and 17 million for his music video for Love Scars. But as far as I can tell, the only time he beat 6ix9ine's numbers on Gummo was in his collab with him on Polls. So while TRIPPIE seems to have a bit of an edge on SoundCloud, the same cannot be said of TRIPPIE on YouTube. But let's be real, as much as Tekashi's getting attention right now, TRIPPIE is way ahead of him in terms of career. Tekashi has managed to collaborate with the likes of Famous Dex, but by far his most productive collaboration was done with TRIPPIE Red. TRIPPIE in turn found success collaborating with Tekashi, but he charted the Billboard Hot 100 with his collaboration with XXXTentacion, Fuck Love. He also hit number 4 on the bubbling under R&B and hip hop chart with his song Love Scars. As of yet, Tekashi hasn't made it onto any Billboard chart. TRIPPIE helped get Tekashi signed, and because of this, actually collects a portion of his earnings. TRIPPIE is likely suspect for next year's XXL freshman class list. Tekashi doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. So round 3 and this versus, it goes to TRIPPIE Red. Thanks for checking out this versus video. I've done a bunch of versus videos on this channel in the past, so be sure to check them out. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in another video.